Hey guys, Kid here, and today I'm reviewing Neca's Terminator 2 T-800 Series 3 Steel Mill figure. That's a mouthful. This figure was released back in 2009 and was actually one of my first Terminator figures in my collection. I picked one up at my local comic shop back in Pittsburgh, followed by a few others when I was acquiring figures online through buying lots, because sometimes they're sold like two or three in a lot, and that's all you can find. But got some good ones. At one point in time, I actually had three of these guys mint in box. Traded two of them away, and I kept one for myself. And I have to say, I do think I kept the wrong one. At the time, I was a fan of the extra blood splatter, you know? But I think there may be something to be said about less being more. Also, Neca goes through several runs of production, and I've heard tell online of discarded productions being bootlegged, and I might have got one. That being said, I do still love this figure, and even though I do have a few issues here and there, I don't regret him. So, I'm actually going to call this review here the Neca bootlegged, probably, figure review. Now, being from 2009, this figure comes in the old school cult classics clamshell packaging. Anybody that collects NECA knows about the clamshell packaging. It was actually really wall friendly. It was easy for people that were in the box collectors to display their figures on the wall. However, it was not so shelf friendly. I have to put stuff underneath of it to get it to stand. You can see here it's got artwork. That's the big draw from the old school ones. Here's the whole series on the back with the target identified up there on the left-hand side. And even though this is not the one that I'm reviewing, it came in the exact same packaging. It looked exactly the same verbatim except for the paint job. And you can see on this paint job, much better. Like I said, less is more, and that's obvious here. Here we got his accessories, and making an appearance is the M79 grenade launcher once again. This actually came with another figure in the line. I believe it was the final battle figure. Absolutely it was. But you can see, awesome detail. The paint job on this one's a little bit better. It's brand new, and the other one, the butt of the gun was busted up. Still bendy, but not as bendy as the other one. Still got a nice strap on it. It's pretty much the exact same mold. And then this is gotta be the Detonix 1911, the custom, or the Colt 70 version of it. I'm not sure. Either way, standard gun with the silver and black paint on it. I believe this was Sarah's gun, and then he gets it, but doesn't matter. I want to talk about this head sculpt. Regardless of whatever this is, I think this is fantastic. Anytime you can capture the essence of a character's eyes in a 7-inch figure, you have done your job. And I think this is perfect. Now, as I come around to this side of the head, you're going to notice that the hairline has a little bit of peach on it. I'm okay with that. You can touch it up if you want. It doesn't really bother me. What I like is that no matter what lighting is on it, you get a realistic look. And that's valuable in a figure. You can tell here they have an overcast of brown, but they have little edges of black in between to give realism to the hair so that you get a nice realistic shot whenever you look at it. I do think that the paint on the face for the blood is a bit dark. I also think that when you look at it at certain angles, it's a bit shiny on the metal. So I think the paints were a little bit, I guess you would say vibrant. No, they're not. They're dull. They're dull. Now, on the neck here, I love the 3 dots right there, and I love the creases on there, but you'll notice right there on the neck, there is paint missing. Over time with this figure in particular, and it didn't happen with all my other ones, you can see here too, paint's gone. I pose him with his neck turned, so it's stuck on his jacket, but I don't know if that's black paint from the jacket, or if that is paint underneath the peach paint. And over here too, look, it looks like a rotten boat. I don't have that with any other figure. I just have that with this one. So that's another reason that I think it could be a knockoff, is because the paints aren't the same as most of the original figures, and that's weird. However, on the head, I will say this. You do still get 360 degrees of articulation, spin around, and it looks good. So you can't ask for more here. Let's move on to articulation. On the arm, you get 360 degrees as well. Oh, look, spot. Didn't even notice that. 360 degrees as well here. Little loose there, not much. In the elbow, it's double jointed, so it rolls around and it goes left and right, which is pretty cool. On the wrist here, it spins around pretty easily. However, on mine, very loose. Not very happy about that, but there's not really much I can do about it. It's very loose, actually. A little too loose in my honest opinion. Love the knuckle there. You see the metal showing through with some blood. Same thing here with the finger. Gloves peeled back, got blood wrapped all the way around there. Once again, wish the mixture could have been better. Same on the other side, spins the whole way around. Elbow on this side though, hyperstins. Look at that. I don't think a machine can do that. It can do a lot of things, but I don't think it can do that. Not unless it's broke. And on this wrist right here, loose but not as loose as the other one. This one has a lot more battle damage. Love that. Like I said, dark paint, but still love the attention to detail. You got the scuffs, you got the scrapes. Like I said, in a 7-inch figure, that's not easy. So I always give respect where respect is due. And Neca, much of respect right here. Not happy about that shoulder, though. And the waist right here, twists and turns, does a little shimmy. And then on the leg here on the outside, you got articulation here. It just bends. On here, same thing. I mean, swivels. Swivels right here and swivels down there. So you have articulation on there. On the other side, though, it's stationary. So you have no bending. You have a nice paint job. You have awesome detail, but the only bending you get is right here on the ankle on the other side. So one leg has articulation, one leg does not. I love the knee. I love how you can see the skin and it's hanging over top of it. It would have been hard for them to have it bend just because of the way that the art's done. So if they ever do an ultimate format where they attack the knee like this, it'll be really cool to see how they would do an ultimate format with an awesome looking battle damaged knee like you're seeing here. I don't know how easy that would be. In the chest, you have right here, it's pliable. So you can move this stuff around so you can really see in there. And look at all those bullet holes. Look at all that blood. This right here is the main reason I kept it. I wanted there to be a lot of blood on the chest. They don't really use a lot of blood in these 7-inch figures. I like a little bit of gore. I collect horror figures. So having all that skin there and it's mangled and you can really see like the damage to it, I love that. And you don't get that a lot with the figures. McFarlane had some really dark stuff, and Neca does make, some Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street stuff that is pretty dark. But I love the fact that they attack this. This is why I want the Man Machine. I want to get the Man Machine and paint blood on there myself, because I think that would look really, really cool. I mean, this one still looks cool. I love the paint job. I love all the bullet holes in the back. I love the weathering all over the figure. I think that even for the quality that it is, I do think the other ones were better. I like what it is. And you can always, like I said, do the fix-ups on them. You can always do stuff to try to make them look better. But I think the weathering on the leather looks nice. I think that for 2009, it's a very good figure. I mean, obviously, these days you're going to get better. On the bottom, obviously, you have the time stamp. So here you're going to get your NECA 2009 stamp. So if it is a bootleg, man, they went through all of the extremes, didn't they? But he looks beautiful. He's good. I love having him in my collection. He's not my absolute favorite, but he is one of my favorites. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to subscribe, put a thumbs up for a like, leave requests in the comment section below, and until next time, keep on collecting.
In an insane world, It was the sanest choice.